Hi there, and welcome to another edition of Busternet. My name is Rashidi, and we're back with Torino. These are the Diaries of Torino, and we are now into the third episode, I think. And we had quite a match the last time around. I only just featured that one match against Atalanta. If you haven't seen it yet, you will see a pretty interesting game where the final score was 3-2. And we didn't play well, but we still managed to win. We did a couple of changes. Mostly these were personnel changes and slight tweaks to the tactic as we try to get all 3 points, and we still maintain our winning run thus far. We have yet to lose a match. We're going to be tested against Milan, Roma. I'm sure these are going to be the big matches that are going to test our resilience as a team and whether or not we can actually be a contender. Playing on my iMac at the moment, which has been crashing as I go into match day. It's probably due to the Nvidia card that is on the machine. It has caused some issues. Okay, this tactic is slightly different. A friend of mine asked me to work on something for IX 433. It's a tactic that he likes, and I thought I'd try it out. The only There are certain differences to the one that I use, which is the Defiant. This is my Defiant system. If you can see, I've got a rammed out and a winger on attack, and Ghazi and a Baselli playing as attacking playmakers. In my IX system, because IX actually don't overload the flanks, they depend on these three guys to do a lot of work. They defend with more or less seven players. These are the guys that usually are defending for them, and they attack in. They don't move up as a pack, and I noticed that quite a fair bit. Usually, their flanks do quite a lot of work, and their central. They play with a slightly withdrawn striker. He doesn't act as a target man. In essence, he's usually not the first into the box. So I may not be entirely correct, but I've only watched a few games, and I've gone to check De Boer's an analysis of how he plays. And what we did was, in order to replicate it, they tend to play a lot of direct passing in midfield. They like to play the ball out of defense. So I've stuck these chaps all with more direct passes, right? So we should see a fair bit of that going on. And in terms of team instructions, I am going to try to. Well, this is Torino, so I better not put slightly higher up. I would play higher up defensive line if I was using a better team. Shouts, I'm keeping them minimal because I see they don't really work the ball into the box. They just, cross. There's a lot of direct play from IX. So here we go. Don't crash. Please don't crash. It didn't crash. I believe he can. He's enthusiastic and determined to succeed. I hope it doesn't crash. Okay. And we're off. Turn off the sounds. Okay. So for this game, I'm gonna be looking at my fullbacks again to see that our defensive line. If our defensive line is comfortable, I'm not gonna do much in terms of changes, but I'm gonna look at how we defend from like a launching counter attack. When most of my players are in the opponent's half, that's when I'll know if my defensive line is too high or too deep. So at the moment, if we're passing the ball around in our own half, doesn't say anything, so I'm not gonna worry about that. So here we'll put stats here, and we're gonna put shots there, and we're gonna do overall. Okay. So far looks okay. Okay, Ghazi, can he do a direct pass? No, he doesn't want to do a direct pass. He wants to do a direct shot. So far, okay, if you're looking at a car piece formation, they are playing with a 4-1, similar system that we have, except they're playing with either a central midfielder on support or a playmaker. We'll have to see what their right midfielder, how he's been set up. This guy is running up the pitch. I'll have to see who this Mambakoku is. Copy formation. Where are you? Okay, I'll do. Okay, so Mambaku is actually an inside forward. Quagliara, good pass. I have him on move into channels. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're a goal up. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. Direct passing, no hanging about, no working the ball into the box. Just get it between the lines. Boom, perfect pass. All right, so we're off. That was a good start to the match. Okay, Gazi, good pass. Quagliara to Belotti, nice interplay. Quagliara into the box, gets a penalty. Well, I hope you like your 4-3-3. I do. I might carry on using it. It's entertaining. A lot more entertaining than Defiant. Well, I have to apologize because I've been away for quite a while. I've had lots of things to do. I've got a pretty packed year next year. After June, that is, because I'm taking like 4 months off from a lot of things. And I'm going to spend time with the family. I'm going to travel. I'm going to be going to Italy, and I'll be traveling into quite a few places next year. It's time I spent some time with my family for a change instead of working my ass off. Here we go, Torino with. Okay, I'm not too happy with our shot on target. So we get 2 shots on target and only out of 7 shots. That's really a sad conversion. But we've taken the lead. I should not be complaining so much. However, we could do a lot better than that. Have we got another penalty? Yes, we have. Carpi are falling apart to Torino. Danilo Avila. Can he make it 3? He does. This could. Okay, we won 3-2 the last game. If we can keep this up and score one more goal, it'll be the biggest win of the season. Oh, he's dispatched that free kick. Penalty beautifully. Okay, so I like the skin from Alavanja. Okay, oops. There we go. Let's change our TV. I want to watch Eurosport now. Oh, okay. I'm happy with the boys' performance. Calm. I'm very pleased with the performance. Keep it going, lads. Okay, I'll explain why I use structured very soon. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, the structured system of what do we now call it? Shape. It tends to set a team up in blocks, if it makes any sense. What it does is, if you're looking at the Carpi formation right now, if you play a structured system, you don't have them all coming back to defend like this. They have their roles are a lot more defined, and players will stick to their positions a bit more. It's not like holding on to that position for dear life. But what it means is they will concentrate on attack if that's their primary role. They will also, if they're defenders, the first responsibility that they will have is to defend instead of going into attack. So in a structured system, players are going to follow their roles a lot more closely. The creative freedom is going to be a bit more less. Now, it's good for you can play a structured system with a very good side like Ajax or Barcelona, or you could play a structured system with Torino. It doesn't really matter. It's how you want your game to play out. So in this system, we are playing an attacking mentality, and we're using structured because I rather use structured because it closely resembles, to me, even though people say Ajax play total football, honestly, when I was watching their games, it did have like fellas attacking the box, seven people defending, five people attacking the box, seven people defending. So I was like, okay, they're not really parking, 30, the whole team in the opponent's half and ping ponging the ball around and trying to carve an opening like Barcelona do under Pep Guardiola. So they're a bit more direct in the sense that they move the ball quickly with direct passes in midfield. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do that instead. Now that is a good save from Badelli. So if you're going to set up a structured system, it's not a bad move, especially if your team isn't a very good team. Fluid, make sure that your players have fitness as well. I mean, I've been playing with the fluid for the better part of the season. I don't mind it, but I tend to concede quite a lot of goals. I have been conceding regularly playing a fluid system, in counter and control, but as you can see, we've been messing about with tactics the whole season. It's not that hard to make a tactic. I know people have been complaining that they can't defend. It's all about your defensive line and noticing where your players are in relation to where the ball is when you're defending against a counter attack. No, Torino's still top of the table. We've beaten Carpi, who were in 14th spot. I like this match. We played quite well. I'm gonna try and see if you look at my preferences right now, pretty sad. I'm gonna save it because I've had to go. I have to reduce my graphics because the game was crashing. So I'm gonna save the game before I can do anything else because I'm gonna change the preferences around before I head into the next match. All right. Okay, so before I go into the next game, something I want to point out that even though we used like the tactics that I do, the biggest concern I have in my team at the moment is not tactics because I tend to chop and change quite a fair bit, as you can see. So in terms of the midfield role, I've got Baselli and I've got Benassi, these two. So the question is, who do I play in that position? And I've now got to go and find another player as well because I just don't have enough players to play in that role. So his tackling is 10 and Benassi's tackling is 14. So I would rather use him here for this next game and give Baselli a rest. The one thing that we are now looking for is filling this role up. This is our attacking playmaker role. We don't really have a very good player in our club to play that position, even though I use that position a lot in my tactic. So yeah, we're out hunting for players at the moment. We're gonna give Pontus Jensen, give Glick a rest. We're gonna bring on Gaston and give Avella a rest. Who else can take a break? Joel Obi, yeah. Okay, that's it, guys. So our next game, we're giving a few players a break. Let's make sure that everything is kosher. Oh man, okay, roll it out. Cogliera is brought down. Okay, you wanna play that game with me? This is what we're gonna do to you. Okay, run a defense. Frey, it's time to pick up a card, and we're gonna put a lot more pressure on you. No, it's no booking, it's just getting a talking to. But his match condition really dropped quite a lot. We're green, he's already yellow. Ah, that must be offside. There is no way that's onside. If that is a goal, it's a beauty of a goal, but I still think it's offside. Belotti was offside, wasn't he? Okay, so over with the free kick. At this point, Maxi hits yes. Belotti does so well to move between the defenders to score. Okay, here we go. Oops, not again. Okay. Boom. Alright, we're gonna keep putting a bit more pressure on them. Oh, our line is a bit high. Okay, but Let's hope it works. What a ball. Bruno Perez. Back to Aqua. Benassi. Out to Belotti. Belotti tries to play the ball behind the defensive line. Okay, come on, boys. That's nice defending. Quagliera, what can he do with this? Finds Ghazi. Ghazi to Maxi. Maxi is a deep line for. Oh no, that has to be offside. Come on, Belotti. If that's a second goal, what a goal from Belotti. Splits the two defenders. Look at this pass from Maxi. Boom. Belotti steps in and scores his second goal of the game. We're 3 minutes in. Okay, let's look at player ratings. Torino stats. Okay. Overall, first off, okay, two very, very well crafted goals. I did make one slight change. My defensive, I'm playing attacking, right? And my defensive line is ever slightly pushed up. Oh, Quagliera. Okay, yes, Silva. Well done. Reads the pass. The clear. Chievo is yet to come out their own half, even though they have more possession. This should be it. Come on, Chievo. Nice take from Palosci. Crosses. Janssen, header. Belotti picks up the ball. I'm depending on my three guys up front to do some hard running. Oh, Palosci is true. Oh, what a save from Padelli. Corner. Janssen clears. Benassi with the ball. Cantoro pull off a great counter. What a cross to Quagliera. Quagliera, oh, he's brought down by Frey. Come on. So I'll just show you what I did with my tactic. There we have it. All instructions. See, slightly higher. Stay on feet. When you're playing attacking and you're going to be the opponent's half, yes, you're taking a huge risk by pushing your defensive line higher. However, you also have your fullbacks in position to pick up clearances as well. I accidentally said the wrong thing at Team Talk because I was trying to encourage them. I just gave them a very calm shelling. You might be a bit confused with your manager. Don't you know that we're 2 goals up? Making it sound as if I want more. Okay, so now I'm looking at who can I take off. Bruno Perez is the first target. He's gonna have to be. He's an important player for us, but we won't do that just yet because we haven't exactly won the game. Okay, Gaston Silva. That's what I mean. Good defending from Gaston Silva. Wins the ball back. Quagliera now with miles and miles of space. Then he has to take one more chance to find Maxi. Maxi, he's already created 2 goals. Is he gonna make one for somebody else, or he's gonna go and try score? Could have had a hat trick. Benassi with the corner. Danelli. Ghazi will pick up the loose ball. He's just gonna try and do something with the Gabi. Inexplicably plays the ball out. Bruno Perez. Now I'm looking at Benassi, 77%. Oh, they've taken off. They've done a tactical substitution. So what is Torino Chievo looking like? They still got the same system. I'm gonna be afraid. Alright. I'm gonna carry on running at defense. Torino stats. So I think it's time for us to consider taking off some players. Okay, we don't have any more strikers, so I'll put Pritchik on for Belotti. Okay, I know he's on a hat trick, but I need him for the next game. Then we will bring on Obi for no. We will bring on Zappacosta. He's a defender. Do I have a fullback? Danilo Avalano? No. We bring Zappacosta on for Perez. Okay. That's two players. It's a tactical substitution with 2 goals up with 20 minutes to go. Okay, now I am going to change to a counter. Instructions will draw to gets. Okay, stuck in. Normal. Don't use the offside trap. We can run at defense. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, my shouts, those are my typical shouts for counter. I have to check again. They should be get stuck in here. I tend to get stuck in with the counter because by the time they hit the defensive line, your players better be ready to challenge, because staying on feet in a counter or a deep line is just ridiculous. Okay, very good. They won this match. Well done, lads. That was a good win for us. I hope they don't get too confused. Torino have the best defense in the league. No, we don't. Inter have the best defense. Okay, so that's our 2 games. You have seen me do something different with the 4-3-3 system. We have another 4. We have 2 versions of the 4-3-3 now. We have one which I call Defiant, and this which is my version of IX 4-3-3. Now, in terms of what we did with the attacking system, once again, I had a slightly more pushed up defensive line. We had the offside trap on. If you look at our tempo, it was ridiculously fast. Structured, because I want to split up the way we play. I want players to have different responsibilities across the pitch, and I want them to concentrate on the jobs a bit more than just to work to get hold hands and work together. In terms of how we play attacking, I generally ask my players to stay on feet. We kept shorter passing for the whole team in general, except for certain individual players who have all been set to more direct passing. Now there's a kind of like an aggregate thing that goes on in passing, right? So if you have like the whole team on short passing, so assume the whole team is now on passing or 7, and then you decide 1, 2, 3, 4 of you, I want you to go for more direct passing. When you do that, let's assume more direct passing is like 10, then they kind of like aggregate. They take one value and another value, and there's an adjustment. You'll be a bit more, the whole team's on shorter passing, but the other guys supposed to be on more direct, so your passing gets adjusted accordingly. So yeah, it's gonna affect these 4 players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 5 guys. So we played reasonably well. I'm happy with how we played. Chievo were our latest victims. This new system that I call IX433, we've been using it for the last 2 games, and we haven't conceded a goal. Wow, could this be the way to play my 4-3-3? Only time will tell. We have a huge match against Milan in a few days' time, and that will be the subject of the next show. I hope you enjoyed this edition of Busternet. If you have any questions, you know where you can find me on addicted2fm.com or on Twitter. If you like this video, please subscribe, and I will try and get another video out as soon as I can. In the meantime, from me to you, so catch you later. Bye.